You're listening to the What's Up Falcons podcast with Rock, Hoop, Q, Aries Falcon, and keeping it sexy, LG.
All right.
All right, man. Let's do the good and bad and the ugly. Julio Jones edition. All right, man. So,
the good?
Give me your good about the situation with Julio.
I mean, obviously, the good is the cap space.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to save a lot of money. So that's the only good I see coming out of it is the savings. What's your good?
Well, I mean, yeah, man, that's the same thing. My good is, I guess the only good would be, like you said, the cap situation. At least we will save on that. And trying to find another good in that. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
there is no other good. You're losing Julio Jones. Are you kidding me?
I know, man. I know. But, okay, I'll put it like this. It's you can look at it as a good, as at least they are truly on a rebuild. You know, this totally says that rebuild is written all over it. And, you know, because Matt only has one more year. He's out after next year. And so it's going to be a totally different team. So I guess the good about that is we have a new opportunity to, to grow as a team. But I don't know. As I'm reaching.
A new opportunity to start all over and wait 5 or 6 years for this team to be good. By then, we'll be AARP.
I know, right? Yeah, man, we're going to be old as hell when it happens, man. And, and the other good, too, Q, is that Julio, he said it himself, man. He's like, he wants to win. So that's a good for Julio because he wants to improve his chances because obviously he doesn't think his chances are good here on winning.
Well, that's not a good for the Falcons. This is What's Up Falcons, not What's Up Julio.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And well, that was going to be my bad. My bad is that that Julio saying that really puts the Falcons in a bad light. I mean, because that says volumes about what he thought. This is your star player, and he's not confident with what's happening with the new coaching staff. He's not confident with what happened with the draft. And so he
well, we don't know that.
He knows more than we do, though. He's on the inside.
Right, but let me just say this.
Okay.
The first thing I heard about the whole situation was I'm at the gym on an early, I think Monday or Tuesday morning, and I see something comes on saying the Falcons want to move Julio. Did Julio know about this at a time? Because if he didn't know about it at a time, then I understand why Julio's like, yeah, I want out. I would want out too.
Well, from what I heard, from what I understand is that when he said that, he already, when they said that, he already knew. He already asked for it.
So when they released that statement, the Falcons had already had some type of dialogue with Julio, and it wasn't a surprise to him.
That's what I think Adam Schefter is saying from an inside source. I don't know if it's true or not, but he's saying that back in March, I think Julio said he wanted to trade. So he didn't want to be here back in March. That could have been because of the new coach, and because look at Julio, he's he's the star player, and he's used to DQ and when Smitty was here and being able to sit out and do what he wants to do. But this new coach is coming in kind of like, saying, no, this is the way I'm running it. And Julio might be like, man, I'm out of here. So I don't know.
I would have thought that Julio would have wanted to do at least one season with the new coach just to see what he's bringing to the table, how they're going to utilize him, all that good stuff. Is that, I hear some breathing. Is that Aries Falcon?
Yeah, I think we have Aries in the house all the way from the West Coast. What's up, Aries?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Oh, man. We're sitting here talking about this whole Julio madness, man. We're doing the full thing today.
All right, let's get to it.
We've had some time to reflect, and right now we're doing a good, bad, and ugly of this Julio Jones situation.
What's your good of this Julio Jones situation?
Yeah, do you see?
I don't see any good, so we can go to the bad. And I think what Shannon Sharp did was bad to put that on the air like that without giving him warning.
Right.
So
we were talking about that. Like, what day and age can you just pick up the phone, call somebody live doing a live telecast TV show, and just do this? I mean, that just sounds like that's bad for business. I mean, that's what a publicist is for, right?
I know. Yeah, what about, his, like you said, his representation and all that? I'm sure they weren't happy about this because this kind of hurts Julio too.
Yeah, I mean, other teams are going to look at that and be like, "What?"
Right. It's like it's like playing, cards and showing your hand.
He lost his mind like he lost his earring.
I mean, that's not like, what I'm saying, he was talking to him about deal or anything. I mean, I guess Shannon and Julio are friends. I mean, just like you would pick up the phone and call me, you know what I mean? So that's just what it was.
Yeah, I mean, like if Julio truly didn't know that it was live, Shannon totally did him dirty. If that's the case. Yeah. But I don't think Julio cares, man, because like I was telling
he's just tired of what's going on with the, with the organization, which I understand. You know what I mean? He's been top notch for the last 4 or 5 years ever since Super Bowl, but it's just nothing has come above it. So I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah. And it's not a good look either for the team, because your star player don't want to be here because he said he wants to win. That's not a good look for what you're trying to do. Having the confidence in this team that they're going to turn this thing around, and that's just not good, man.
Aries, I was telling Rock that I thought that Julio would at least stick around for one season with the new coach just to see what he's going to try to do, just to see. I mean, we saw with Jim Moore. Jim Moore's first year he came in here, he made some things change. He made some things happen. Dan Quinn. I think Dan Quinn had a winning season his first year. So, I mean, people can come in and make a quick change.
They can, but I think at Julio's age, I think he's tired of going through that, over and over again, because this will be the third time he's had to do that.
I mean, it's X's and O's. It's football at the end of the day, and Julio's been playing football for 20 years? I don't think anything like that should really throw him off or shake him all too much.
Well, not really shake him, but it's like he's starting over. Like you said, he wants to win, and he's having to start over again with all these new people and a new system and all that. And he's 32, so.
Well, I mean,
he's got to do that leaving the team, right?
I get that exactly. That's where I was going. I get that part, but even if he were to leave and go to another team, he will still have to learn a new system, learn, new coaches, new plays, and all that. So why not just do it here where you're comfortable?
Because I think other teams probably have better pieces that can get him closer. He hadn't been to the playoffs in 2 years, man. So he might be just that piece.
You got players who've been in the league ain't seen the playoffs yet. So I mean,
yeah, but they ain't Julio Jones. But I get it though, man. I mean, I can't be mad at him because he definitely wants to win, and there's nothing that's been shown that the next 2 years we're going to go to the Super Bowl again. I mean, we'll be lucky to make the playoffs.
I mean, like I said, 8-8 is I'm looking at best.
Right.
So I mean, but even that is a big improvement from last year.
Oh yeah, totally.
So
totally.
Last 2 years.
Yeah. Aries, what's your ugly of this situation? Is there anything that's ugly?
I'm sorry. Can you do that again?
You have an ugly for
what Julio said, man. It was that was just ugly. That was an ugly look, So
yeah, I agree. What about you, Q?
I mean, the way it all went down was just ugly. Period. I mean, I would have thought that Julio was a better businessman than to just jump willy nilly onto live TV and start running his mouth. I wouldn't have expected that from Julio. I didn't really like it. Didn't really care for it, and didn't think that was Julio's style. But I guess we didn't really know Julio.
But you're saying it like he knew he was on live TV.
I thought it was pretty clear. But I mean, you can't call anybody and be on live TV or radio without stating to them ahead of time you're on live TV or radio. I learned that when I was doing prank calls. If you're doing prank calls, you got to tell somebody, hey, you're being recorded, or hey, you're on live radio. So there's no way that Julio didn't know that was either live or being recorded.
That's not true. There's a lot of prank calls where they do it and they don't tell them that they're on the radio until the end.
Those are a lot of those are fake though.
Well, Q, I will say this. At the end, Shannon did say that, hey man, you're on the air. I'll call you back later. We're on the air. He told him at the end.
Yeah.
But he did tell him then, and Julio was okay. I guess it was live. So I mean, if Julio
he told him just before he hung up, like, yeah, you're on the air, but I'll talk to you later. Click.
Yeah.
So he didn't even give him a chance to respond to that.
Wow, that's crazy. Because everything I know from trying to do prank calls is the first thing you have to do if you're recording someone. But it depends on the state you're in. So maybe I don't know where they were coming from.
When you get a chance, go to YouTube and look up Big Boy's phone taps. And because he's got a segment where he does that here in Cali, to where he doesn't tell the person that they're on the radio. He pranks them over the phone, and he doesn't say anything until after. And even then, there's sometimes where he doesn't even say that, hey, you're on the air.
Yeah, I've heard of some of those.
Yeah, but I think those are a lot of fake ones. A lot of radio stations do these fake calls.
No, they're not fake. Believe the reaction that the people give them, it's not fake. They're cussing up a storm, and they got to bleep out a whole bunch of stuff.
But I think this whole thing with Shannon and Julio, even though I think Julio may not have known he was on the air, but I mean, Shannon called him at that time of day. He knows Shannon does his show, so he should have known something was up. I think, though, Shannon felt that comfortable doing that because he already knew Julio already asked to be traded.
Yeah. It's been put out like he asked for the trade in March. So
yeah, I mean that's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me why he would even do that, because he's like, he already wants to be traded, so
Well, that makes me feel a lot better because I thought Julio just willy-nilly went on the air and was just popping up at the mouth, and I'm just kind of like, Julio, do you really want to do business like that?
Right. Well, either way, it was still bad though. I mean, because like we were saying earlier, that now other teams that could have offered us more,
and he's still under contract.
Right. Now they can they're like, well, there's some trouble there.
We only get out from under. We only lose $4 million if he's traded before June 1st. So I mean, we're still in cap hell with or without Julio.
But you don't find it funny that Julio Jones is up on the trading block and that it hasn't already happened already? I'm like, Julio, he's like the best receiver in the game, arguably. I'm kind of like, I thought he would have been out the market within 48 hours. It's been like what now? How long has this been going on? A couple of weeks now?
Well, I think
but the asking, it's the asking,
and teams are
Julio Jones. I'll pay him what he wants. If you're a team that got the cap space.
But I think teams the Patriots have been asking. There are other teams that I think Detroit was asking. I think they have been asking. They're just trying to see what they can get, But now they showed their hands that Julio's not happy, and after that, he has to. They got to get rid of him now. So I think that kind of screwed up his chances. Because hey, they could trade his ass to whoever they want. They don't have to send him where he wants to go,
Right. I think Julio definitely messed up his situation by running his mouth. He should have kept quiet and then and let the cards fall.
Even though I know he didn't know he was on air, something like that, dude. Just don't chance it, man. Just say, I'm not happy. We'll see what happens, but I don't like the way it's going, but I don't know what's going to happen. Or something. Don't just say I'm out of there.
Yeah, something along the lines of whatever happens, happens. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Shannon got him at the right at the wrong or right time. I think he was going to the gym to work out with his brother or whatever. But yeah, man, the whole situation is ugly. It's making news everywhere, and it's just another stain on our team, man. We're losing our main guy. It hurts. It hurts, man. It hurts. It so hurts. But what do you guys think out there, man? Let us know. Hit us up at What's Up Falcons, man. Let us know what y'all think. Leave a comment or whatever.